stay.
But...
Let's go.
My zone's defense shield won't hold much longer. You all need to hurry. I'll be here. You've got to fend them off. You hurry.
We lost communications.
Are you thinking of going back? Well, let me remind you. That's the Doomsday Beast, the Legion's planet destroyer.
The space station is Herta's creation. As long as the Lord Ravager doesn't intervene, there should be no problems.
But we can't just run away like this, right?
The Doomsday Beast can rip off the defense shield like tearing paper. And Herta's not here. The station's defenses are too weak to stand against the Antimatter Legion. Either way, the Legion has the blessing of the Aeon Nanook. They came prepared, and everyone here is not.
That's why we have to leave and take her with us.
She's that important?
She's the one who can help us turn the tides. Of course, I may be wrong.
As you say so. All right. What should we do next?
This is the supply zone where the maintenance crew works. There's a path here that leads to the railway platform. Let's head over there and meet up with Welt.
Mr. Yang? Mr. Yang's here too? Didn't he stay on the Express?
The Astral Express tracks our coordinates in real time. And with such a huge change in the space station's movements, there's no way Mr. Yang wouldn't have noticed.
I can almost guarantee that your Mr. Yang is already on his way. Right now, we might be able to handle things if it's just the Doomsday Beast, but if the Destruction's Emanator were to appear... Let's hurry up and get out of here. I'll explain later.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict. The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This is but a vision.
You won't get away.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
5 seconds. Uno.
The exit's over there. How do we get to it?
Worth our while. That enemy certainly isn't friendly.
ये Honkai स्टार रेल है, आज ही रिलीज हुआ है।
Worth our while.
इसका 7 ट्रेजर हो गया। इसका एक भी नहीं है।
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
मेरा डिवाइस है UG5।
I told ya I could fight.
You won't get away! This is our chance.
मेरा डिवाइस क्या है?
Time for a detailed overhaul. Rules are made to be worked. You don't think you're welcome!
Past victories don't guarantee future ones. Express isn't here.
It has to be nearby. Let me go take a peek with my sharp eyes.
Wait, March!
The Doomsday Beast. It's really here.
Get down here!
Careful,
everyone!
Move carefully.
Wait, huh? Fragments on the desk. Pyro, cryo. Where damage they are. Okay.
Don't hesitate.
So, nothing there. It's coming.
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This is but a vision.
You have the worst luck running into me.
Chemical defense.
With me out here, how can we lose?
राजी गेम नहीं ट्राई किया. सोच रहा हूँ उसकी स्ट्रीम कर सकते हो.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
You won't get away. Perhaps you still don't understand. You really have the secrets to steal anti-enemies. An enemy looks like
No interest in stoking conflict. The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This is but a vision.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move. into me.
इसका मेल क्या है? ओह
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Right there while I get you a present.
Let's make it quick. Take this! Combat is a series of precise machinations.
Step aside. I have no interest in smoking coffee. The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This station is but a vision.
With me out here, how can we lose?
ये खुद को सारी खुद को देना चाहिए था
I try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
You won't get away!
nice
I still don't understand. He really represents its disappearing and having an exception. Time for a detailed overhaul.
उसका अल्टा तो मैं देखा ही नहीं
Try that again. You have the worst luck running into me.
Rules are meant to be broken. Take this!
ग्राफिक्स मस्त है ग्राफिक्स मस्त है बहुत मस्त है
Mr. Yang, is she...
They're okay now. Let's talk somewhere else.
Is this the space station?
Hi. It's good that you've made it through in one piece. You can rest easy now that the threat from the Legion has been neutralized. Well, this invasion seems to be nothing more than a random provocation. As soon as the Doomsday Beast fell, the Legion retreated. I guess I'll leave you to rest up a bit for the time being. By the way, what's your beacon address? That way, if anything happens, I can
हाँ
contact you.
इसका बेस्ट है फोन पे भी like
Go see Himiko when you
नंबर
have the time.
एक्सचेंज कर सकते हैं
She said she had something to discuss with you.
इसका ये चीज़ बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है ये देखो न्यू मैसेज Hi, this is Tang. Remember to go find Himeko. ये है लाइक गेंशिन के जैसा कॉन्स्टेलेशंस बोल सकते हैं messages share experience and anecdotes हाँ कैरेक्टर को कॉल नहीं करोगे बट लाइक मैसेजेस आएंगे
Noise.
तुम मैसेज का रिस्पॉन्स भी दे पाओगे बाकी सब तो गेंशिन के जैसा ही है
You're awake. I had March and Dan Hung stay by the express to keep an eye on things. It's almost time. She should be arriving any moment now.
I've only been gone, what, a few months? And the space station is already in this state?
Welcome back, Herta. This is the true master of the space station. Genius Society number 83, Herta.
At least give me a proper introduction. Genius Society number 83? Of all my outstanding achievements, that's what you want to mention?
नहीं ये कचिंग नहीं है
What you're
कचिंग मैं
seeing
दिखाऊंगी
here is one of my puppets. I'm using her to talk to you. So, this little twerp has the
थोड़ा
Stellaron
रुको
now?
मैं कचिंग दिखा रही हूँ
हाँ।
एग्जैक्ट कचिंग जैसी है लाइक नॉट
I'll have to take a good look.
फेस वाइज नहीं बट उसका जो अर्ट एंड एवरीथिंग है सारे
Truly
कचिंग जैसे
amazing.
फाइट्स एंड ऑल
I built a whole space station just to contain this unactivated Stellaron and keep the blue from disaster. Yet someone was able to achieve that with this little twerp's body? How did they do it?
Moreover, the Stellaron is still very stable in her body.
You're right. strange. Compared to me, you are. How
पपेट से
old are
याद
you
आया
even?
मेरे को नहीं मिला पपेट.
Don't judge a book by its cover,
अच्छा.
Herda. Case in
रुको, मैं
point,
थोड़ी
that
देर बाद
puppet body of
Genshin on
yours is
करूँगी.
actually
फिर मैं
much
तुमको बता
smaller than
दूँगी.
her.
दिखा दूँगी कहाँ पे
That's beside the point.
होगा.
Hey, is this one the same kind as that March 7? If that were true, can I bring her in for some research?
That's not up to me to decide. You can ask her yourself.
This little twerp really has a temper. Don't worry, I won't hurt a hair on your head. With my skills, even surgery would be painless. Aren't you worried about that bomb inside of you? Let me help you while I'm still interested. Once I'm not, I won't do any studies, even if you beg me. I'm very interested now. So there's almost nothing I won't accommodate. A Stellaron in your
कैसी
body?
होगी?
How interesting is that? Be grateful that I'm offering to help you out. This is a service even the IPC can't buy.
You understand now? Herda wants you to stay in her space station.
Well, I'm going to have to modify your wording here. This little twerp can only stay temporarily until the research is done. Or maybe I'll lose interest halfway through and they can just beat it.
And after that?
Not my problem.
You also have another option. The Astral Express. If you want, you
इसमें
can
नहीं
leave with
इसमें
us.
पाइमन नहीं है.
The Express has its fair share of experiences with Stellarons. The thing you're worried about and
ये
the answers we're
futuristic
looking
है,
for
like
are one and the
future
same.
based है.
Besides,
अभी तो
we
स्पेस
can come
स्टेशन
back
पे है.
any time to let her to
अर्थ
conduct
पे
a
भी जाना
research.
है.
She's
धरती पे.
absolutely fascinated now.
Well, works for me. Keeps the subject fresh too. And that way, I won't need to keep worrying about this little twerp all the time. Perfect. My advice would be to get on. You're not doing me that big of a favor by staying anyway. Just remember to come back often. Make an appointment in advance with Asta or Arlen so I can make time to study you.
फेवरेट है पाइमन.
There's no need to rush into this, Herda. Asta's in the
what
master
sweet
control
guy.
zone. Let's let her have a talk with Asta first and decide for herself. I'll be waiting for you on the platform. It's no hurry if you still have things to do or someone to see. Come find me when you've made your decision.
लो मैसेज आया. I need you for something good. देखो मैसेज का रिस्पॉन्स दिया. Currently unavailable. I won't be. इन्हें कुछ नहीं. नाश्ता को ले लेती हूँ. Okay, touching na. Yeah, exactly like touching.
Don't mess with me.
देखना हाँ. Sit.
You're annoying. I told ya I could
बेचारे को
fight.
defense चाहिए.
Stay right there while I give you a present. Try that again. I'll freeze from
ले
your
लेते हैं.
gaze. Disappear among the sea butterflies. Illusions of the past.
This is touching.
Let me end your misery.
थोड़ा touching जैसे है.
Who's next?
5 स्टार है।
Let me end your misery. I'll free you from your chip.
Again, touching जैसी मारी।
Illusions of the past.
खत्म। ये सब है। बाप रे, ये क्या है? शॉटगन। ये सब हीलर्स है, हील करते हैं प्लस टेलीपोर्ट भी। कितना क्यूट है। आस्था का पेट आ गई। स्क्रैच कर सकते हैं। नाइस। चलो एनिमेशन देना चाहिए था।
What should I observe today?
ओके, अभी गेंशिन थोड़ा खेल लेती हूँ। तुमको वो पपेट देखना था ना, सरपंच। वेट, मैं दिखाती हूँ। मैं भी खाना लेकर आता हूँ, ठीक है? आने से फिर बोलना, मैं दिखा दूँगी। ओके। तब तक थोड़ा पंछियाँ मारती हूँ. Haru-san.
Been a while since I've limbered up.
I don't know.
We'll see about that. Too late for regrets. We'll see about that.
ये बच गई. हाँ.
Dare to mess with me? Too late for regrets.
एक ही मारा. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to like and subscribe. हेल्प हो जाएगा. कितने स्वीट में डैम्स होंगे? सॉरी. डायोना एक्स्ट्रा देना खाना देती नहीं है. 45. Sorry, Timmy. Yes, coming. Okay. रुको दिखा रही हूँ. Wait. ये वाला क्वेस्ट करना. ये वाला क्वेस्ट पे मिल जाएगा तुमको. ये पेट. ये वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट है. ये वाला वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट है. यहाँ पे तुमको सौरुष मिल जाएगा. मैंने पहले पूरा कंप्लीट कर दिया है. तुमने किया ही नहीं है ये. तुमने ये कहाँ किया? गर्डल्स ऑफ द सैंड। ये वाला तो नॉर्मल इवेंट है, इसमें तुमको सिर्फ प्राइमोस मिलेंगे। ये वाला करना है न्यू एरिया का, इस पे तुमको मिलेगा। वेलकम। बारबरा ने दिया। और काया भी है। मे मेक अ स्पेशल डिश। अच्छा देखते हैं क्या स्पेशल बनाता है। ओह काया स्पेशलिटी। An additional नाइस। ये 53 हो गया। मात्सुटाके को करना होगा। खाना खा लो। मैं खाना खाऊंगी स्ट्रीम बंद करके। अब इसका कोई काम नहीं है। बहुत पंछियाँ मार दिया इसने।
You want me?
आर्कन क्वेस्ट। आया तो आने से अभी हो सकता है। आया तो निकाल सकती हूँ। एक काम ही साथ तो खुल गया। Let's see.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be snazzier.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guests. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at? Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you
Paimon
in
का
this
hand
fashion,
gesture मस्त है।
especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. And Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power and we can... Oh,
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
no, please, wait! Please, don't go! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf. They pertain to three whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon get that right?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return here. Then you have my gratitude.
I'm sure you'll do great.
The princess behind the curtain. Online. Go to Konda village. वाह 2 कदम चलते ही
Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
ask crowd for the news.
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree. It's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying
मन
to keep
करता है
him here
पीसी
is
बिल्ड
the
करवा
right
लूँ
thing
बट
to
डर भी
do.
लगता है
But
क्यों
equally,
डर लगता है
it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's
बना लो
in this state. He's a lost soul.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here.
Ah, you must also be here to try and convince Tejima to stay. Tejima has protected this place ever since he
डर
arrived
क्यों
here
लगता है
30 years ago. Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels
कहीं
between the
वेस्ट ना जाए
villages.
अच्छा
He has put an enormous amount of work into
क्यों
looking
वेस्ट
after
जाएगा
this
मतलब
place.
समझी नहीं
And we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder, was it something we did? We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay. True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? As if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then it'll all come flooding back?
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Oh, yes, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be around here somewhere. Let's take a look.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of Tejima's situation.
सिटी के विलेज के क्लोज में ही एक कौन कौन है कॉमन चेस्ट के लिए क्या ही फाइट करना ओ देखो एक है वो इलेक्ट्रोपोलस ले लेती हूँ चलेगा हाँ चलता है हाँ वो पता है मैं एक्चुअली इलेक्ट्रोपोलस ले रही हूँ यहाँ पे 2 हैं बट एक और दिख नहीं रहा है तो ये पेड़ के ऊपर है इतना जल्दी बारिश भी खत्म नहीं ये दो इलेक्ट्रोपोलस है पहले कर रखा है क्या मतलब समझी नहीं क्या मैंने कर रखा है या तुमने? क्वेस्ट, ओ नहीं नहीं, वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट है या क्या है? आर्कन क्वेस्ट है। तो ट्रेजर होर्डर्स है। और इसके अंदर है।
It always rains when I go on an light it up.
ये तो गेट ओपन नहीं होगा। और नहीं, मैंने नहीं किया है, मैं करूँगी अभी। वो इलेक्ट्रोकुलस चाहिए था बट वो अंदर है इसके। शायद कुछ वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट से खुलेगा ये। कोई ना, आर्कन क्वेस्ट करती हूँ। ऊपर जाना पड़ेगा शायद, मे बी, पता नहीं। बस 2 इलेक्ट्रोकुलस थे। ओके, क्वेस्ट एरिया। लुक फॉर द डायरी, यही होगा। हाँ,
This looks like Teijima's diary, all right. Let's see what we have here. Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dried braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was black snakehead instead. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that
बाद में देखेंगे वो इलेक्ट्रोकुलस कैसे लेने होंगे।
the water the whole afternoon before finding out that Bamboo was the name of his pet crab. I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it flew away into the distance. Seems like your average diary of daily village life.
एवरेज नहीं था।
Wait, there's more. I went to pray at the shrine again today. and
That
I
was
looked at
tragic.
The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my
Inazuma
most
is full of
treasured
tragedy.
possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine. So this is the Omamori Tejima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy remained on it. Do you think that it might come in handy?
Use elemental sites to find clues.
must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig it up and take a look. It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written a really long time ago. Honda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for someone. But he's been here for 30 years. Oh, guess they didn't show up in the end, huh? Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
Talk to Sejima.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamorian letter belonged to me too. But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30 years. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited. And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. 30 years feels like the blink of an eye. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Now that I think about it, when my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out. Love, regret, everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared.
Inazuma, like,
No, not especially.
प्रेम के ऊपर है.
After all,
Love.
forgotten who
Oh
she
God.
was. Her face,
सारे
her
love
voice,
relationship
the
tragic
things
से.
we experienced together.
Hi Wind.
I barely
हो
recall
गया
anything.
Star Rail खेलना.
It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these
इतना
years had
जल्दी
been
Star
nothing
Rail
but
खेल
a
लिया.
hazy dream. I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting. Although, what if she were to
End
turn
of.
up
क्या मिला टेम्पल पे?
only to find I
थोड़ा
didn't
बताओ.
remember so much as her name? Wouldn't that be upsetting for her? When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness. The feeling that something is missing.
Genshin वाला luck हुआ.
Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying.
मुझे भी 2 कैरेक्टर मिले और एक आर्टिफैक्ट जैसा कार्ड है ना वो मिला.
Tejima seems to be
4
doing
star.
okay, but still, it makes Paimon really sad. Seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams.
भाई इनाजुमा का लव एंड रिलेशनशिप बहुत ट्रेजिक है.
Certainly explains the state Tejima
वो
was
कार्ड
in
मेरे को 2
earlier.
मिला. अच्छा मुझे 1 मिला और बाकी 2 मुझे कैरेक्टर्स मिले.
Weren't we? Well, let's go find the next person. According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
इलेक्ट्रोक्यूलर्स कितना हुआ? याद भी नहीं रहता है कहाँ रहता है। हाँ ये रहा 6 और 4 चाहिए। और नीचे देखो क्या ये क्या करूँ ये कोल्ड है हैं कोल्ड है मतलब समझी नहीं। समझी नहीं। ओ अच्छा इलेक्ट्रो बोला था। आपकी वॉइस से लग ओ हाँ मुझे कोल्ड है थोड़ा सा कोल्ड है। ए काया छोटा है क्या ए ये तो और भी छोटी है। काया छोटा है। ग्लोबल वार्मिंग वहाँ भी हाँ यहाँ पे भी चल रहा है। नीचे इसको देखो ओह प्रेशियस चेस्ट है। मेरा एनिमो ट्रेवलर है। लेकिन ये तो अलग ही नशे में है।
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
क्या करूँ मारूँ या चली जाओ। प्रेशियस चेस्ट भी है। क्या किया जाए मार दिया जाए या छोड़ दिया जाए। मारो ओके लो आते ही कतो
Quite the fun.
ओके अभी जियो ट्रैवलर लेके आ सकती हो। इलेक्ट्रोक्यूलस चाहिए मुझे 10 चाहिए 10। हे 3K क्या टीम है ये बकवास कुछ भी दे के रख दिया है मैंने। डोंट माइंड। इसका वो कॉन्स्टलेशन नहीं मिला था। चलो ठीक है। Yo. कैसे देखते हैं ये स्टेमिना? मुझे नो आइडिया. स्टैच्यू ऑफ 7 पे पता चलेगा? मुझे आइडिया नहीं है स्टेमिना कैसे दिखते हैं. मुझे भी पता करना था. कैरेक्टर इन्फो में जाओ. ओके. ओ हाँ 208. ऐसे बढ़ सकता है क्योंकि मेरे पास डेंड्रोकुलस है 10. इसका बस और 3 चाहिए मुझे.
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma. The ones actually
डेंड्रोकुलस का दे
enforcing the
दूँ
Vision Hunt decree.
स्टैच्यू ऑफ 7 पे
Take
या
action
रख दूँ?
against one of their own. Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
हाँ वही.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
क्वेस्ट करते करते फिर इनाजुमा सिटी में मिलेगा शायद कुछ.
We demand an explanation.
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission
हाँ
will
दे
hear of
दो
this.
इफ लेवल होता है तब. अदरवाइज थोड़ा सेव कर लो. मैं डेंड्रोकुलस सोच रही हूँ सेव कर दूँ जब वो
One of
लाइक
Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
क्या बोलता है सुमेरु जब करूँगी तभी मैं सोच रही हूँ दूँ.
We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself. I just know.
मतलब 3
We'll
months
starve
बाद
without
दोगे?
them.
हाँ.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think
हो
Kurosawa
भी
was a
सकता है
kind
नहीं
man.
भी हो सकता है. क्या
He showed
बता.
his true colors. The same as all
देखते
the
हैं.
other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
वैसे हाँ वो कैसा लगा स्टार रेल खेल के?
Heard of these emergency provisions? I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? own family can barely get by as it is. No, if you'll excuse me,
बताओ
I've got
बताओ
other matters to
कैसा
attend
लगा
to.
स्टार रेल खेल के?
And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details.
सब अच्छा था बट थोड़ा कंट्रोल प्रॉब्लम हुआ फाइटिंग एक्सपीरियंस ठीक था हाँ लाइक
I don't recall what they were.
कंट्रोल्स लाइक
It's not just that.
ठीक है
I have this unsettling feeling.
फाइटिंग का क्या है ना तुमको अपना स्ट्रैटेजी बिठाना होगा
Does it have to do with the
गेंशिन
mission
में जैसे
emergency?
स्ट्रैटेजी नहीं बिठा सकते हैं
Like I
स्टार
said,
रेल में स्ट्रैटेजी बिठा के तुमको करना होगा और डिफेंस भी रखना होगा हीलर भी रखना होगा
my house was just raided by
ऐसा है
treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency
थ्री
provisions that we had,
फिंगर लॉल बीजीएमआई नहीं है
Seems to be telling the truth. But we better
Why three
confer.
finger?
Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say.
ऐ
Be able
मारपीट
to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot. I mean,
बट
besides
अभी
that
मैंने
one
एक लाइक ड्रैगन फाइट किया है
there'll be a lot
अच्छा
more.
स्ट्रैटेजी लगा के मतलब अच्छे से मारा है इट वाज गुड
Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you
अच्छा
all
लगा
on an epic
डाउन
journey
में
of pillage and
स्प्रिंट
plunder.
करके नॉर्मल कंट्रोल किया नहीं हुआ सो एक और फिंगर से कंट्रोल लीजिए मैं वाह
These seem like the treasure hoarders were
नाइस
Let's teach them a lesson.
मेरा वो बाकी है अभी हाँ
I got carried.
Dodge this. Cool it.
Free. Picked the wrong test subject.
Nice and spicy.
गोबो ने ही मार दिया
Aw, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you. Kurosawa. Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it
मेक श्योर टू लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब
Food supplies. You kidding? That place
Hi,
was a complete
Galeka.
mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning
ओ
on
हाँ
opening it
स्टार
myself
रेल
once we
में
got
आगे
back.
जाके मैसेजेस भी
Now
भेज
that you've
सकते हो
caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
you got it?
फ्यूचरिस्टिक
Now show us what's in the box.
Huh?
What the?
बट एक चीज
There's nothing in here but IOUs.
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be
एक
made
चीज
out
स्टार
of
रेल
the
का मुझे
owner of
बहुत
the
अच्छा
General
लगा
Goods Store. This always
पर्टिकुलर प्लेस का तुमको ट्रेजर्स तुमने कितना लिया है वो पता चलेगा
We better talk to the
कितने
Smith
ट्रेजर्स
Alley
है
and get to
तुमने
the
कितने
bottom of
लिए हैं
As
वो मस्त है.
Yes, of course. So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs.
मैं अभी गेंशिन ही
Does
फोकस
that mean we
करूँगा.
broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
गेंशिन चलो बेटर है क्योंकि गेंशिन में फाइट्स तुम अपने हिसाब से कर सकते हो. लेकिन वही कितने सारे वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट भी है. ये कौन है? गेंशिन करो करो अभी तो स्टार्टिंग है.
We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something?
क्या करूँ? मैं भूल गई क्या बोली थी.
There's something you want to inquire about? Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it?
यार ये रेजिन क्यों नहीं बचता है? ओ स्टारिल में भी रेजिन है. क्वेस्ट यार वो हाँ नहीं वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट बाद में आराम से.
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out
तुम रेजिन से क्या
IOUs to cover
करोगे?
whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning.
बॉस मार के उनके मटेरियल. अच्छा
So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
मुझे भी अभी लाइक सबको 80 लेना है. अब बेनेट को 70.
And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
लेकिन वो आलसीपन है. करने का मन नहीं हो रहा है.
Always reflecting on circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice.
45 का ascension आ रहा है. Oh my god.
Had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe
करना
backlash
तो
now.
है नहीं.
Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself? I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're looking for.
ये 3 विश खत्म कर देती हूँ.
Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
But we didn't buy it.
हाँ.
Information is also a kind of commodity, wouldn't you agree?
स्कैम करते
Don't
हैं.
worry, I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh, let me think.
क्या है कॉन्फिडेंशियल बात भी नहीं बोली फिर भी 2000 मोड़ा ले रही है.
At least we now
5
know
स्टार
where the
मिलेगा.
emergency provisions are coming from.
बाद में भी कर
Found
सकती
out
हूँ.
that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession.
अभी पहले
Talk to Kurosawa.
आर्कन का पता है ना किसको मारना है, वो मार लेती हूँ फिर. Talk to Kurosawa. क्या? क्या बोला?
What are you doing here all by yourself? Where did those
मारो या मराओ?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver.
वो तो
actually.
पता है बट माराओ या
Perhaps I should
मारो?
start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true, right?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency
एक एक्स्ट्रा है.
but they
अच्छा.
were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really
हाँ,
the kind of person
ए
I
को
was?
मारने के लिए प्लस
Really
इग्नोरा.
have any
तो
such
अभी
recollection?
रहने दो.
Even after all you've told me, I still
ये
don't
एक्सपी भी
remember
अगर
anything.
जमा होते
Why
रहे
was
तो
I
मेरे लिए
purchasing
अच्छा है.
emergency provisions
सीधा
for everyone?
45 से
And
46
why would
चली
I put
जाऊंगी.
myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say?
अभी एंटी रेडियन ट्रेनिंग भी बाकी है. वही तो इसलिए रहने दो. मैं जैसी हूँ बहुत खुश हूँ.
Many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone.
इसलिए 45 के बाद 46 बाद में 45 तो हो ही जाएगा ना.
I try to remember. All I can remember
बस
now is my
45 को
father
क्रॉस
telling me
करके जाने में
this
तो
blade
तुमको
bore his life's
एसेंशन
creed.
करना होगा. तो उतना क्या नेसेसिटी नहीं है शायद.
He placed the
वो
sword
आराम
in
से
my
कर सकते
hands
हैं.
and said to me, "With this sword, you should."
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must
अभी
have
उतना
been my
हड़बड़ी
greatest
कर नहीं
ambition
करना
then.
ठीक रहेगा.
But what use of virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is,
45 तो हो जाएगा. बस 46 के लिए मुझे एसेंशन करना होगा. तो वही बाद में भी बस 45 का ये एक्सपी फुलफिल हो जाए.
equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, Let's speak to
इनाजुमा
Toma
में
about
सारे
Kurosawa's
ट्रबल सोल है.
death. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses.
एक को मारने के बाद ही सब ठीक होंगे.
We must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah. Seems like losing all ambition
अभी
is a
एंजॉय कर ही
terrible
रही हो.
experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul.
पोर सोल बोले. Thirty Privos. And me going market. Okay. जाओ. Enjoy करो market.
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Hyman heard that he's the
ये तो
president
लास्ट
master
विश है.
of Make
मैं
Your
भी जा रही.
Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine.
Sensei.
Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though,
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to,
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Make Your Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then,
not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So, we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago. And he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him. So the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them. Race you! Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be him!
How did you catch up with me so quickly? Are you sure you're Dolmon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does. Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
Bad news? I'll
have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day, long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
His senior? Wait, that means you must be...
Anzai? Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same swordmaster, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best swordmaster, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Make-Yoshi Sui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations for me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Make-Yoshi Sui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, For I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news! Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yai?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai does not like to be kept waiting. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yai. We're curious to meet her too. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden Chokan from her.